Are we really? Is it time to go live, or
I think we are live. Whoa, what's
are we
that?
really live? I don't know.
Why is Tom cleaning?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
This
have
isn't good.
mercy.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
How?
Oh, wait, are we live?
Something magnifique.
Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the here for another edition of Clickbait Sports. And you'd be like, Tom, why are you wearing your Friday outfit on Thursday? And I would respond, that's the punishment for this week. Unfortunately, Amazon didn't send me the choker and the headband and the fishnets that came along with it. But that's okay. I'll just get those on my own dime. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Of course, I'm not alone, so you don't have to look at this the entire time. I am joined by, of course, the Brandon Perna from That's Good Sports, the 5 Point Vids from 5 Point Vids, and the Urinating Tree Steelers Gone Super Bowl from the Urinating Tree.
Oh, Meadows, baby, finally got him.
That's it. That's it.
Purple and black.
Oh, yeah.
Purple and black, baby.
Oh, yeah.
These are terrible to type in. They're near impossible. But I did get the punishment. These are a few months in the making. I was just waiting for the right time to do them. And as you notice, I do have a bunch of nail polish on my fingers because I was trying to get it done.
You're bad at everything.
Oh, no shit. I've never done nails before, Mr. Dick. I'm sorry.
Liar.
I have to
We're
look
still
good
ready.
for when I get
And
We're
fucked by
still
my
streaming to
clients tonight.
Scooter's channel, okay?
Write it in the
He's
book.
not here.
Oops.
So hold on. We made it
Whoops.
1 minute. By the way, seeing Tom in that outfit, I can only say one thing.
Supreme Wood.
That's it.
Or
Supreme Wood. Ooh.
There it is.
those are things that I would do. All right, Tree, you seem to have a team that you love to root for.
Yes, I do.
And
In
I
a
don't know,
way. It's
what are
a
they gonna
love-hate
do?
relationship.
what are they going to do this year?
Oh, that's on Super Bowl. They're going to the Super Bowl. We beat this team earlier today, as my nail is falling off on me right now because this thing is this glue is terrible. But I wanted to say that the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. Do not deny it. They will be playing tonight against the Minnesota Vikings, who did lose to the Detroit Lions, by the way. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And I do want to say one thing. Your team sucks. I saved myself.
Yeah, no one knew what you were going to say.
Yeah,
So you're just going to go ad hominem and insult me when that has nothing to do with how bad the Steelers are. All right, you think that
It
the
doesn't
Steelers...
matter. We have a 500 record, baby. We're over 500. The AFC is garbage this year. It is terrible. Baltimore is a Justin Tucker kick of God and a Lamar comeback from the heavens away from being 6-6. They're not that good. They're injured. And that 2-point conversion, they did get really lucky on. You could say that, oh, the offense is terrible. Najee can't do anything because there's no line. The defense is injured. They're buoyed by elite talent that if somebody blocks CJ Watt and Cam Hayward, they're done. But I'm going to say one thing as a counter argument. Screw you. Still, let's get in the Super Bowl.
Has anybody shown they can block those guys?
In some ways, you can.
Listen here. The
Green Bay
Steelers
Packers.
are a bottom third offense. They're ranked, I think, 19th here in offense.
No.
And defense,
No.
they are also a bottom third defense. They're actually identical on both offense and defense. Same ranking in the bottom third. I think 21st or 20th. So what makes you think that a team that is, only as good as 1/3 of the league or is 2/3 of the league is better than them at the most important things to do is going to the Super Bowl? Is that just Pittsburgh?
No, they're going to the Super Bowl. They're going to the Super Bowl, and I cannot wave this with these dang nails. One already fell off. This is not going too well, unfortunately. I'm going to try and take care of this.
Oh. Wait, who is that to? Is that to you, Perna?
Good.
Oh, who is the hundo to?
I don't know. I got a 50 bomb from Graf Von T Roll, which I missed.
I've got nothing, which is good.
Oh
to
wait,
me,
was
baby.
it to Scooter's channel? Did comment just donate to
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Scooter?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Scooter's not here. Yeah,
On
well,
a hundo.
Scooter got a 300?
So he could-
free hundo. Why not?
he could win in our absence, and then we'll have to make him do something awful.
We should make.
I don't know
I
what
still
else
have
we
that
can
idea from last
do.
week. I have an idea. I have an idea.
Cowman just said a whole Gardner Minshew mullet, mustache, whole nine.
Could be, but I do have another idea.
What's that?
I'll say it if he gets taken down. Dead air.
What?
Hello.
Dead air. Yes, we have plenty of dead air.
Who gets taken down?
Perna, what odds do you give the Steelers actually making the Super Bowl?
11 million to 11 billion. They are going to the Super Bowl.
1, 2, and 1 are their odds, which is their record over the last month. And somehow
that's
a 1,
BS.
2, and 1
BS.
team.
BS.
Super Bowl.
BS. They're going.
Do you feel confident about them playing against the Vikings tonight? Because
I do.
the Vikings are the best, worst team in the NFL.
The Vikings should be a lot better than what they are, but you have to consider Mike Zimmer is in charge of that offense. So that holds them back. They lost to Detroit. Come on, man.
How do you think Big
they
Ben
lost?
How do you think Big Ben is going to play tonight on short rest? He had to give everything he got.
He's going to the Super Bowl.
I don't even know if he's going to make it to the game. He's still in my yard last time I checked.
Yeah, he's got to be waking. They have to wake him up.
He's Treebeard. You know, he goes around, and then he's going to destroy Isengard, and then go to the Vikings, Trent, and then throw for like 150 yards, and then go destroy Isengard again. We know
every week the Steelers put Big Ben in a medical-induced coma so he can recover from all of his injuries. They wake him up on Saturday and just throw him into the game.
And he just
what he's
gets
always
up from
done.
a slumber. He's like, oh, okay, red, right, 36. Okay. All
Like,
right.
Ben, you're 39. How come you look like you're 65? How come you look like you're 65?
That's Yin's rating. Like, people who look like they're 35 look like they're 70. This is how it is in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Now you work in the steel mines, even if there's football players.
Why does Pittsburgh exist now? That's what I want to know. All the steel mills are closed. What do people do in Pittsburgh now?
We cheer for our own demise. We root for the devil, also known as UPMC, and we bitch about bike lanes. That's what we go about with Steeler football.
What's the industry? Is there like technology?
Education and medicine.
Education and medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, UPMC is a monster. We used to have
medical.
We call them the
illness.
devil.
Yes,
The devil.
That's where they cart Ben Roethlisberger's body through the back entrance.
At the Allegheny Health Network, we will give you endless Toradol to help you deal with your injuries in every conceivable fashion.
Now, are you streaming the game tonight, Tree?
I'm thinking about it because I've just realized I'm actually a little under 500K. So I could technically do it as like a glorified ego stroke of 500K. Instead of just pretending like, oh, God, I got to stream the Steelers game. And yeah.
Well, I mean, like, if you were to bet on tonight's game, I mean,
where would you do that?
I bet that the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl.
How much? I bet you could bet that on a certain sports book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it DraftKings?
Yes, it is. It's
Would it be
absolutely
DraftKings Sportsbook.
Does DraftKings Sportsbook give you? Click the button, Adam.
Oh, what? No.
Yeah, because it should.
Where'd the overlay go?
Because it should.
There.
Use code. All right, clickbait. It's right over Tom Grossi's name. Clickbait. I designed this layout for 5 people, and so every time we don't have 5, it really shows my foresight. But if you sign up at DraftKings at Clickbait with the link in the description, they're going to match your first time deposit of up to $1,000. Imagine Scooter's robot voice when I say that. $1,000 or God voice.
Chat. One's in the chat if you want to bet on DraftKings Sportsbook and codename Clickbait.
Let's all go move the Cowboys money line. Can we do
The
that?
Dallas Cowboys and Rain Dakota Prescott. They're going to the Super Bowl.
Adam's got the face. Also, DraftKings, you can bet $1 on any team to score. And if they score any points, you can win $100 in free bets. Again, my advice there is do not bet on the Texans with that bet. Pick any decent team that might actually score every week, and they'll give you $100 in free bets. You got same game parlays. DraftKings, safe, secure, reliable. You can deposit and withdraw your funds at your convenience. All we ask is if you do it with code ClickBait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went exactly 500 last week.
I'll claw you with my nails.
I bet the Lions, they won. The Broncos lost me money. The Ravens lost me money, but the Cowboys won. So this week, I've got the Seahawks -8. I don't know why I took that. And the Bengals -1. So those are my two bets. I better win them so that I can eat this week.
Bengals are playing the
Seahawks are
49ers,
favored
right?
by 8?
What?
The Seahawks are favored by 8?
They were when I
Texans.
bought them on
Texans.
December 6th.
Oh, they're playing the Texans. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, they're playing absolute garbage.
Texans
team,
are
but
awful.
with religious garbage.
Yeah.
The Texans are awful. And I
I'm-
forget who the Bengals are playing. It's like
I think it's the Niners.
yeah,
Or-
Niners. It's basically a pick 'em. So I
Okay.
just was like, F it. Let's
I
do
have a
pick 'em.
question then for everybody, okay?
Mhm.
Because yesterday we heard some rumors that Russell Wilson has narrowed down 3 teams he'd be willing to waive his no trade clause for. All right. The Giants, Adam's team, the Broncos, my team, and the Saints, the team God forgot about after Drew Brees won the Super Bowl. Now, when you see that info come out, I know Adam and I are likely to believe it, at least just based on hope that Russell Wilson can come and save our team. But like Tom or Tree, you hear that, you see everybody retweeting it. Do you think there's any merit to it, or are you just
Perhaps.
like the QB trade rumors are starting even
Possibly.
earlier this year because people want those clicks?
Well, if you think about it, Russell Wilson, it might be the time to go because you think about it, this might be kind of the end of an era. Russell Wilson can't do what he did because he doesn't have the defense, the weapons anymore. He's been injured a good chunk of the year. I think he's still injured, to be completely honest with you, because he just hasn't been the same since he's come back. I think Carroll might retire or go back to USC or under Lincoln Riley. I think some of the places he's thinking aren't going to work. New Orleans doesn't have the cap.
yeah.
The Giants could probably work if they get the cap, but they're going to have to offload some salary. Denver is the one with the cap. So unless like you want to get rid of some defensive weapons, which you could, Bradley Chubb, I think's coming up in like for his 5th-year option, at least, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it would be 5th-year option.
Yeah, so you'd probably have to choose between Bradley Chubb or Russell Wilson.
We haven't played with Chubb for 2 of the 4 seasons he's been here. So
Well, you won't have big Chubbs anymore. You just have
No.
little Russell Wilson and
That's
his
all I need.
hot wife, Sia.
Yeah, as a Giants fan, we'll take them all day. I mean,
Yeah, well, you'll take him over.
obviously, like Daniel Jones is just not proven to be the solution, and now he's adding unavailability to his resume of already shaky pocket presence, and they're gonna have to start Jake from State Farm this weekend.
You stole my
And
joke.
yeah, or Mike the Neck Glennon could be starting. So yeah, we would take Russell Wilson in a heartbeat. I think the cap situation is probably easy to circumvent in New York. I think a couple wide receiver like Sterling Shepard could get rid of. Evan Ingram could be dropped. They could find them. Nate Solder's sorriness, it could be cut. Like they could find some resources. The problem is like you take on another big quarterback salary, then it's really hard to address spots that are lacking, and the Giants roster has a lot of holes beyond quarterback.
And isn't the assumption they're going to fire Gettleman and Joe
Yes.
Judge?
Yes, they're going to clean house, and they're going to start all over again. So
would they be able to get Russell Wilson before they hired those next positions so he could help make those decisions? Does that make sense?
Maybe, yeah.
Couldn't you trade for a QB and then have him okay your head coach and GM?
I just don't see how Russell Wilson would want to come to a team that has another banged up O-line, considering he hasn't really had a situation other than, when he won the Super Bowl where he had a great, or at least a decent line in front of him. He hasn't had a line in 4 years, and he's dragged that team to the playoffs. Like he's been
sacked QB, right?
Yeah, he's getting sacked to death, and it's not like he's a typical running quarterback. He usually only likes to run in the fourth quarter. He does like to play in the pocket. Like he's not out there to just run.
He likes to throw. He likes to sling.
Yeah, he likes to sling it. So I don't know if he would go the Giants. His name
is
glass
of wee.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously the Giants would take him because we need something to hold on to, some type of hope. But the smart move is to just blow it up and start all over again, and
they're not going
maybe win a Super Bowl. And
Draco,
Big Ben.
I do not put that.
Yes, do it. Big Ben to the Broncos. He loves John Elway. That's his main idol in terms of quarterback play. Think about it, man. Big Ben with the Broncos.
Speaking of Big Ben, there's been a lot of chatter that he has privately said that this is his last year.
That sounds about right. I thought last year should have been.
It doesn't sound very private if it's very public right now. I don't see him playing beyond this year. He looks already bad.
His body's breaking down on him. He's already dealing with shoulder issues. He has a torn chest muscle, a torn pec. He has hip issues. Like his body's just breaking down on him. And that comeback against Baltimore, that might have been his last hurrah.
Maybe, but
that was like old Ben, just throw it accurately,
simple.
Time in the pocket. Like that's a Ben we haven't seen in years.
Yeah. We just crossed 3,000 viewers, everyone. Yeah. All right. Well, we've talked about this quite a bit with Uche, former Jacksonville Jaguar, Urban Meyer, and James Robinson. Urban Meyer still talking clownness. It's week 14. And Urban Meyer still doesn't look like he's gained that locker room. You guys' thoughts? I haven't heard y'all. I know what Tree's thoughts are, but I haven't heard Perno or Tom Grossi's thoughts.
Grossi's been really
the job Urban Meyer has done.
You've got the floor, Grossi, and not just to clean.
I do have to clean that later. Well, we're talking about Urban Meyer. I think he was put in a situation where he has a really good running back. He has the number 1 overall pick, and he still managed to screw it up. I mean, the Jaguars, they didn't have a good team, but I think when you're benching James Robinson and you have Trevor Lawrence coming out and saying he needs to be on the field, and Urban Meyer's just not. I don't care how many times he fumbles that football. He's one of, if not the best player on that team. It just doesn't really make sense. But I mean, the Jaguars were never going to be competitive this year anyway, because they have no team around Trevor Lawrence. So I think it's hard to judge, but what you can judge is not good.
Yeah.
You can't be oh my God, he's the worst coach ever. But from what you can pinpoint for that is his actual actions, whether it's at a bar or whether it's on the football field, is not good. It's not good.
No, but I said this last night. It's okay, if their record was 10-2, then things like this is wow, Urban Meyer's doing a great job. He's really reinforcing that ball security, benching. Wow, what a brave step to take James Robinson out. This 10-win team, this is how they get things done. When you're 2-10, everything you say sounds stupid.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
everything.
They drafted Travis Etienne with their second first round pick.
Travis Etienne to you, man.
And
they wanted Kadarius Toney, which
right.
I mean, you could thank Mr. 5 Points team for that not happening. But
they draft Etienne with James Robinson on the roster. 1 pick later, the Browns snag Greg Newsome, who's been pretty good at corner, an area of need for the Jags.
Yep.
Eric Stokes is taken by the Packers, another corner playing well. And the Ravens, Odafe Owe. They could have gotten so many more impact players that could have helped their team instead of reaching for a running back right there. And then Urban Meyer is benching his best player, to teach him a lesson? Like he's a college football player again? I know Bill Belichick will do that, Bill Belichick won't bench you. You just will never play in the NFL again if you fumble.
Yeah.
So-
Buried behind Foxborough.
But
Yeah,
like, he doesn't have the respect to do that, I don't think. And you take a good player off a bad team, and that probably doesn't sit well with any of the
Yeah,
players.
this whole thing reeks of like the movie The Program, where he makes his star running back tape a football, I think, to his hands. Like James Robinson is walking around like that. That college crap does not work in the NFL. It's been proven time and time again. Pete Carroll is the only guy that really, but he was already an NFL coach before he went to college. That's the only name I can pull out of a hat that successfully graduated from college back to the NFL and had success in the big league. Like college, they're just two different things, and it's fine. It's two different games. It's not the same.
Well, I think the point is that Perna was also saying too, because I think it was Rodgers on McAfee a while ago, was like asking, like when everyone was saying that Urban Meyer like didn't go back like with the team like after the loss and all that great stuff, that like you call your coach in college and then you call him by your first name like in the pros because everyone's a professional who's getting paid money. So like it's like kid like juvenile, like like Perna said, like it's not college ball. It's completely different now. Like you're on the team because you made the team and you're getting paid like a professional. So it's just very interesting when a coach doesn't act like the professional there too.
The only coach you don't call by his first name is Belichick, and that's because everybody calls him Sorcerer.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Jason
everyone
Garrett
calls
too.
him
Jason
Lord.
Garrett.
Darth
Don't forget Jason
Sidious,
Garrett.
Emperor Palpatine. Yeah.
Coach Garrett. All right, I got a question for you. This is going to be Brandon's favorite topic of the day. Gardner Minshew comes in to Philly. They beat up on who? A terrible team, right? The Jets or something like that.
The
Killed
Jets.
I mean, come on, that's as a
Killed
gift win as possible. But do we have a quarterback controversy in Philly? And should Gardner Minshew start the rest of the year and put Jalen Hurts' sorry butt on the bench where it belongs?
Jalen Hurts, his big mistake was getting Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
So proud of himself.
Look, you can bench Gardner Minshew, or you could possibly be a Super Bowl contender. Seems pretty simple to me. I think Nick Sirianni, based on everything I've seen about him, better fit with Gardner Minshew. I think Jalen Hurts is good too. But if I'm the Eagles, I trade Jalen Hurts for your 4th first-round draft pick. You stack that team, build around the mullet, the jockstrap king, the man who quoted Van Gogh saying something about Van Gogh. So
no, here's how the quote went. He said, people said that Van Gogh wouldn't be a good painter because he only had one ear. And Van Gogh said, I can't hear you.
What?
Can we? Can we though?
Gardner Minshew should lead that team. I think
He's a
honestly at this
national
point
treasure.
you go with the hot hand though, right? Like Minshew obviously is a fan favorite. He played pretty well. You know, there's a lot of like checkdowns, but he played pretty well against the Jets. Like, yeah, take him as long as you can. As long as like Jalen Hurts like allow him to get 100% healthy, you know, but why not?
Also,
like, because at this point, like, let's be honest, are the Eagles going to make the playoffs? No. If they beat the Giants a few weeks ago, then maybe I would have been like, okay, you know, maybe you have a shot here. But at this point, just go with whoever's
Dude,
better.
look at that
That's a
tremendous
man right there.
mustache. Look at that
Look at that.
mustache.
That
You
is a
cannot
man.
deny the power of that mustache.
Oh yeah.
That is a man.
I like that. See,
If I see that picture, I get this. Mhm.
My dad's in the chat. This is gonna be an awkward conversation.
Oh, hey,
Papa
Grucy,
Prosper.
Papa Grucy.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Is he aware of the Grucy Poosey?
Oh, yes.
Inject chicken just injected.
Damn, son. Inject chicken. I did them myself, actually. They look
Three
pretty
hundo,
terrible.
baby.
I know.
300.
Injecting the
300?
chicken.
I think if Tree wins, that he should have to replicate one of the guys in the thumbnail
whoa.
that
No.
I created. Hold on.
No.
That one?
No.
That one?
You mean all of Adam's lookalikes?
No.
The Rock. Ooh, I can do that.
Oh, Joe Coy. Yes. All right. I look like him the most. Thanks.
A little bit, yeah.
Screw
I
all
can
of
see
you
that.
guys.
Oh yeah, you do. You look like a lawyer.
I look like a lawyer? Oh, pornographers. Okay. This is an interesting game coming up this weekend. The Cowboys, since we're talking about the NFC East, the Cowboys are actually playing the Redskins, right? Aren't they? I think so.
The football team, Adam.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
You're about to
I
get
just got us
fired.
all canceled. They're playing at 1:00. They're actually playing meaningful football for once. And Scooter's not here, so I'll just imitate Scooter.
Do what you gotta do, man.
The Dallas Cowboys will win this game. Let's go, Cowboys. Let's go. There. That's my analysis from Scooter.
Not bad.
I think it's interesting. I think the Cowboys are going to blow their doors off. I think Taylor Heineke finally shows who he is. The Washington has been beating some very sus teams by a margin of 2 to 6 points. They did beat the Buccaneers in a trap game a long time ago. Like, I don't even remember that. I think that this one's going to be like Cowboys by 80.
Here's what I'm thinking. The Raiders beat the Cowboys, but the football team beat the Raiders. So if we're going by that logic, the Cowboys are going to lose and we're all going to be happy. But that's probably not happening. It's probably going to be the Cowboys. I hope the football team does win, though.
I want to take the football team so bad right now.
Yeah. What's the line on that?
Ooh, inject chicken.
No inject chicken.
That's not to me.
Yeah.
Oh, so Mike McCarthy has said that he's already guaranteed to win. He said, Mike McCarthy says Dallas Cowboys are going to win Sunday against the Washington football team.
Good. I hope they lose.
Yeah, the football team's they're going to be without Montez Sweat.
He's been out for a couple weeks, though.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, broken jaw.
Broke his jaw. Chase Young is gone, right? He's done.
He's been out with a torn ACL.
So, yeah, they were supposed to be the dynamic duo, and they're winning without them. Groosey Poosey is just having a grand old time, and his dad is like, "What happened to my boy? What happened to my boy? He's wearing a French-made outfit.
Today he became a man."
Yeah. All right. I guess that topic's boring. Cowboys versus Redskins. Since Scooter's not here, that was on the rundown. Hoping that Scooter would be here, but he wasn't. Yeah, I have one more thing to do. Playoff clinching scenarios. Playoffs.
I could talk about the playoff clinching scenarios.
Here they are.
No, here's the only one that matters. The Pittsburgh Steelers clinch a Super Bowl with winning all of their games.
Buddy,
there you go.
You know what?
We're going to the Super Bowl.
I agree. Steelers should win tonight 1,000,000%. Because then if the Packers win on Sunday night, we clinch the division in week 14. That's right. Santa's coming early, ladies and gentlemen. And he's freaking stuffing your stockings with the Green Bay Packers W.
No, actually, he's stuffing something else with something else. But
Santa's coming early, but you're not getting a new brother this year, little Timmy.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah, Santa's paying for other things to happen. Santa rule protection.
Mm-hmm. Just like a married man, Santa only comes once a year. Look, the Cardinals, the Packers, and the Buccaneers can clinch a playoff spot. You get it now, Tom? Oh, you're just wiping your face. You're not actually laughing. Look, it looks like it's too complicated for the Cardinals to clinch. Like, they have to win.
No, they just have to win.
That's it?
The easiest. No, the thing that gets complicated is with the Buccaneers. They're the ones that's complicated because they need to win. New Orleans needs to lose, and then Carolina needs to lose or tie. So
they're going to the playoffs. Like, but this is like putting the cart before the
horse. That's for clinching the division. For them to clinch the play. Yeah. So so here's the thing: the Buccaneers and Packers can both clinch the division this week. The Cardinals can't clinch the division yet.
Oh,
they can just
they
clinch a
playoff spot. Yeah. Okay. And then Tampa Bay clinches a berth with they have to tie a Carolina loss, a New Orleans loss, a Minnesota loss, a San Francisco loss or tie, and a Washington loss or tie. So
it's easier just to win the division. So they need to win. New Orleans needs to lose, and Carolina needs to lose for them to win the division this week.
Okay. But if you bet that as a parlay, you could win some serious money. Where would you bet that if you were going to bet that as a parlay?
I don't know. I think
I don't know. My
we'll go
logo's
with-
gone.
Grandma's house.
Oh yeah, right. DraftKings. Good idea. Good idea.
Gambling shark of a grandma. Will bet
Where'd
on
the
you.
where'd the code go?
Everyone.
Oh, there it
DraftKings.com is the best sports book in the world. I use it pretty much daily to check and see how much I have either won or lost. Hopefully, you
Mostly
are
lost.
smart enough to win all the time by getting a deposit bonus of up to $1,000 by using the code
Clickbait.
Clickbait. Pro tip right here, if you're on the app, when you sign up, go to the bottom right. There's a promo button that you want to click on, and that's where you type in the code Clickbait. And there's all types of bonuses that you can get. I think there's always promotions going on. You can boost stuff. But DraftKings.com, best sportsbook on earth. They sponsor this show. And if you use the code Clickbait, you can bet. Make sure it's legal in your state as well. All right.
You can play the
I'm using
fantasy thing.
DraftKings. I'm using their app this year to do my taxes. So
Are
I'm
you
not
doing
saying
your
you should or that
are you
it'll
doing
work.
your
We
W2
don't
on a phone?
recommend using the DraftKings app to do your taxes, but I mean, what
wait,
works
I said
for
that
you?
wrong. To avoid paying my taxes.
Oh, got
Yeah.
you. Got you.
Yeah.
Write-offs, baby.
Yeah.
Write-offs.
I thought you were using them as your QuickBooks software. All right.
Yes.
Speaking of those clinching scenarios, the Cardinals being one of them in that clinching scenario here. Why is nobody respecting the Cardinals? They've got the best record in the NFL. They're 10-2. They're leading their division. And yet, if you were to ask, I would think if you ask all four of us who's going to the Super Bowl from the NFC, you're not saying the Cardinals. Why is that, Brandon Perna? He's not paying
Hold
attention.
on, I'm doing a text message real quick.
Okay.
Text
I
message
think
in the
there's
middle
one
of the show.
team
This is
that
so
are go-
professional.
My
man.
doctor
So
is
professional.
asking about my hemorrhoids, and I need to send him the pictures I took earlier.
You would do that. You
What
would
kind
do
of angle did you get? Regardless,
Oh, you accidentally sent it to me, by the way. Wow,
yes,
that's
Actually, I'm
impressive.
getting a message too.
The Cardinals are still number one in my power ranking. That's a great angle. Yeah, you can really get there. You get right up the caboose.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's-
right in the
It's
coochie.
an inside look right there.
And then I set cameras up all the way around me and did it like
Ooh,
Matrix
3D
style,
rotoscope.
3-dimensional.
Did you go right inside it too to really get the
Yeah.
image of the Groosey Poosey?
I think that's called a colonoscopy.
No, it's
that's
also called
tainted.
grabbing it by the Groosey Poosey too.
Which, by the way, you should do that, folks. You should get a colonoscopy if it runs in your family.
Brandon
Oh,
perineum.
You get it like every 5 to 7 years, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, what were you guys talking about? The Cardinals?
Why is nobody respecting the Cardinals? Like, who would you pick right now, Brandon, to win the NFC and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? Would it be the Cardinals?
Ooh. Cardinals or the Packers?
I'd go
Okay,
Pace
see?
or Cardinals, to be
On
honest
my
with you.
hate for the stupid Buccaneers. It's probably going to be the Buccaneers. Why? Because teams crumble around them. Nobody ever shows up with their A game to play against them in the playoffs except for Taylor Heineke and Aaron Rodgers. And even though Aaron Rodgers doesn't throw 3 interceptions against Tampa Bay, he still loses. But I will say the real disrespect is the Cardinals' defense. They are playing very opportunistic football. And besides their offense having a lot of playmakers, James Conner, basically you give him the ball twice a game and he's going to score 3 touchdowns somehow. They just get D-Hop back. There's a lot to like with the Cardinals. We should be hyping them up. Fun.
So if the
Hyping them up
Steelers,
more.
This is a punishment, by the way. I had this line for
Yeah.
a couple months, so that's why I have to wear these.
so if the Steelers go to the Super Bowl to play the Cardinals, that the revenge
man.
game?
Steelers go Super Bowl, and then we
Wow.
probably lose, but I'd be okay with it.
What do you think, Tree? Do you think who would you pick right now to represent the NFC?
I would go probably
Steelers.
Cardinals or Buccaneers. Those would be my two right now, but things can change pretty quickly. I think the Packers are going to lose in the NFC Championship game like they always do to either the Cardinals or the Buccaneers. And I know how this goes, Tom. That's why you're going to be wearing the maid outfit when you're cleaning up all the puke that happens at Lambeau Field again, because Kevin King cannot cover for crap.
Yeah.
I know how this goes because we saw it last year. That was beautiful salt, by the way. It cleared all the streets of Green Bay for about 3 months. I appreciate it.
Kevin King's like not even our guy right now.
But he might be your guy. He still has to play. He's still on the team.
He's still on the team. But, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, Jair Alexander was practicing this week.
Oh, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we might not get not one, not two, but 3 all-pros back by the time the playoffs roll around. David Bakhtiari, left tackle. We got our outside linebackers, Zadarius Smith, and our all-pro corner, Jair Alexander. That's fine. Everyone can keep on sleeping on the Green Bay Packers.
Sleeping. We're not sleeping on. The only thing we're sleeping on is your overambitiousness.
Guess what? I'm going to be cleaning up the trash. All right? I'm going to be cleaning it up.
Okay.
That is every other team that stands in the Green Bay Packers' way. All right? Okay. All right? Steelers going Super Bowl. Steelers couldn't even go to Lambeau Field and put up a decent amount of points. All right?
Well, that was before everything came to BS. This league is so bonkers that a team as boring and as bad as the Pittsburgh Steelers can make the Super Bowl. You know this, man. You know it deep in your heart, and you're going to see it tonight against the Minnesota Vikings.
AFC is a wide open door. It's a wide open door, and anyone can walk through.
Probably the Atlanta Falcons.
Beat the Vikings, because then I'll be happy. But after that, you can do whatever.
I wonder if the Steelers play the Bengals in the playoffs, what happens there? I think
if we're going to lose anybody, it's going to be to New England. Let's get it right, because that's how we always lose to.
Get it right. Get it right.
Yeah, you should match their strategy because Ben can't throw either.
I like that take.
I get it because he's
Arizona, 4th fewest points allowed per game right now at 18.7. Not ahead of my Broncos, but just ahead of the Packers. Offense, they are recalculating, 3rd most points per game. So that's 2 very impressive top 5 stats.
Jaden gets it. Jaden gets it. I agree with him.
I'm just shocked that we're at week 14 already. Like, this season has flown by.
You know what sucks? We're at week 14, but we have 5 NFL weeks of football left.
Yeah, it's that extra week that throws you off because you think right now. But it's
plus the bye weeks. I think that they should just break in the middle of the year and have everyone do a bye week so that we can just sacrifice.
Yeah, 2 half weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just call it a day.
Reassess and be like, well, no football today. Guess I better do horrible things like hang out with my family and do yard work.
Yeah,
it's not
yard work. All right, the college football playoff is set. We speculated last week who would make it in. I think it pretty much happened the way that everyone expected.
Predicted it.
Let's talk about the matchups here. We got Cincinnati versus Alabama.
Oh, man.
Michigan versus Georgia. Tom, explain this.
Guys, here's the thing. I feel like a lot of people don't understand how college football playoff rankings work. What happens is they go to a medieval times, and you'd be like, Tom, are those nationwide? And you'd be surprised on where they're located. Anyway, so then they bet on a horse in the jousting, and you're like, don't you mean a knight? And I say, no, a horse. And they strap the javelins to each of the horses, okay? And then they got targets on the other side of the horses that have the team logos on it, so the horses aren't getting harmed in this production. And they run at each other, and whatever horse is left, with the logo still on there, that's how they determine the team rankings. So that's college football, right? It's actually kind of simple. So
horse racing.
That's it.
Yes.
Wow. It is. Just
I'm glad that you explained that. So which horse is going to win the college football jousting match?
Oh, it's Michigan, because Michigan had the greatest weekend of its life, in which Michigan won and then the Detroit Lions won. And so the Lions are not going to win another game this season, but Michigan is going to win the Tropicana Bowl or whatever orange juice it's named after. Sunny D.
Whoa.
Florida
and
natural.
The clip of Jared Goff's girlfriend just proves that he won on and off the field.
He's winning more than Bruce Allen says they're winning off the field. Jared Goff is winning off the field.
I think it's going to be Alabama versus Michigan, because if anyone's a bigger choker than Michigan, it's Georgia. And if anyone never chokes, it's Alabama. And so Alabama, in my biggest nightmare, Meyer, as a Auburn fan, I say nightmare.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, and you had your chance to beat them in Auburn, and you blew it.
Yeah, we blew it. Because they should have just kneeled when they had the ball. They should have just knelt. But Alabama, they're going to win everything, and then I'm going to have to root for them in the national championship game because I always want the SEC to win, because then I can say we lost to the best in the nation, and it's going to be pretty ugly. I think Cincinnati gets destroyed, and the Group of Five is never invited back to the college football playoff again.
Whoa!
I mean,
Cincy gonna win, guarantee it. I just guaranteed it, so it will happen.
What about you, Tree? Who do you think wins?
I would say it's Alabama versus Georgia because we cannot have nice things, and then Georgia chokes again to Alabama, thus continuing the cycle of insanity that is Georgia football.
I got Clemson versus Boise.
Boise State? They're
Yeah,
going to run a
baby.
Statue of Liberty play?
Yeah,
that's in New York.
Oh.
they got the blue field.
Do we really?
Boise, very affordable city to live in, by the way.
We are.
Say
Blues Clues is back on TikTok.
top 10 city in America to live in for
Boise?
affordability. Yeah,
Why? What makes it so high quality to live in Boise?
it's actually pretty beautiful there.
Yeah, I think
cost of living.
I know a lot of like Californians are moving to Idaho. I think
Yes.
like
Yeah.
a lot of like they moved to Oregon and Washington and they ruined those, and now they're moving to
Potatoes.
Texas, Idaho, and Utah.
Yeah.
And
Plus
they're going
my-
to ruin them.
YouTube told me to boost my Idaho demo, so I just figured I'd work that in there today.
There you go.
That was a great job.
We got
See,
angry
the
call
algorithm
from
works,
YouTube.
baby.
and like,
Algorithm works.
I think people have been watching Yellowstone and they want to live out on ranches now, and then they get out there and just like, this sucks, and then they go back to California. That's what happens.
Well, I mean, they do have a couple like smaller cities there. Boise, I think, Idaho Falls.
I've never been to Idaho. Have any of you ever been to Idaho?
No,
yes,
I've eaten
I've been
Idaho
to Boise.
potatoes.
Oh, Idaho. What's in Boise? Seriously.
A river,
Land.
some mountains, nice little clean city, beer,
Boise State Broncos,
and
right?
Yeah. A
football,
blue field.
University of
college
Idaho.
football.
Yep. Okay. All right. We debuted this segment last week, which was
Oh, no.
story time.
Ooh.
We all shared a little story about our
Thank you, Brad.
lives. Tom, before I get into this, Tom, why do you have two YouTube plaques in your office?
Oh, this one was made by the mods. So
Oh, nice.
like the mods I had, so it was very nice. It was all green and
Okay,
yellow.
that's
It's actually
nice.
really, really nice.
Yeah, it's green and yellow, green and yellow.
Does it,
Story time this week is so that our audience can get to know who we are as people. Is what is the greatest sporting event you have attended in person?
Nice.
So now
Didn't
you-
we do this one?
No, we did most athletic thing that.
Yeah, but like months
we-
ago.
Yeah, I thought we did this one.
We
Or
did
we
this
could do
one.
it again. That's fine.
All right, how about this? Greatest athlete you witnessed?
Idaho.
Coeur
Greatest
d'Alene.
athlete
Coeur
you
d'Alene.
consider-
That's
that
French.
you consider that you witnessed, that you saw with your own two eyes play his sport of his preferred or her. It doesn't matter. I mean, I did see the Women's World Cup team. I saw Mia Hamm play soccer, which was amazing.
Nice.
But yeah, let's Perna. Greatest athlete you ever saw actually play.
Tom Grassi.
you saw my QB tape and you're like, that kid's got it.
Yeah,
No,
he's a
honestly,
wide receiver.
It's the wide receiver tape that,
You know
that
what?
got me. You know,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
you're like a.
You two go get a room
You're,
already.
you're like a Cooper Cup. You're like Calvin Johnson. You're like Randy Moss. You're like Gronk, all mixed into one
I get that a lot.
much less athletic person.
Yeah, you're like rain on a wedding day. Yes.
But you have all of their football knowledge put together. Greatest athlete I watched? Well, okay, so I can't use my greatest game, which was the Broncos
Do that
Sunday
next.
night football win against the Patriots, because that was Brock Osweiler leading that victory. CJ Anderson with the walk-off touchdown. Dang. Oh,
Did you
come
see
back to
John?
me.
Did you see John Elway play? Have you seen him in person?
Yeah, I saw Elway once.
On a scooter.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I have that cue.
It's not on here. I already looked.
Dang.
Tom, who's the greatest athlete you saw actually play?
All right, two things. One, saw Giannis last year. I
Nice.
saw that. Of
Yeah,
course,
that's
I mean,
Google.
yep, I saw Aaron Rodgers, of course, but I saw the greatest NFL play ever, which featured the most athletic play. I saw Michael Strahan break the sack record against Brett Favre, and oh man,
We both
The-
saw it.
yeah,
We were
the
both
agility
there.
to get there.
Yeah. We were both there that day.
That was
My
true.
ex-girlfriend took me. She's now my wife. That was a freezing cold day. There was at least 2 fights in the
Do you
stands.
refer to your wife as your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
he is my ex-girlfriend. Yeah, we were both there. We could have been Eskimo buddies in the bathroom that day, Tom. And years later, we're now co-hosts of it.
Could have peed on each
10.
other?
I was 10 years old.
I was,
I was 10.
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
nothing wrong with
I
that, baby.
wish
Nobody
we
was
could
back
go
then.
back in
and I'm going to
time.
jail.
We're all going to jail, baby.
How old? I was in my 20s. I was like early 20s.
I think his
Gosh.
name's Adam.
I'm thinking of Tom now being there. I forgot that was nearly 20.
Were you there with Papa Grassi, Tom?
I was there at Papa. That was my first NFL game. That was
Yeah.
my
Really?
first ever NFL game. Yep.
Brett Favre absolutely, him and Schroeder absolutely shredded the New York.
I think it was 35-3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron Dane had a 60-yard run, and that was all of the New York Giants offense that day.
Wow.
It was a sad game.
Very first game
My
to go to.
feet, my feet have never been colder in my life. I was like, what?
Oh, that game wasn't even cold.
Oh,
buddy.
it was 2001. That's right. Now I remember. It's coming back to me.
That
Yeah.
was 2000.
No, it was post 9/11. It was awful because they basically the security was really high that day. I remember, dude. I remember. It was 2001 because that game was supposed to occur earlier in the season, but they got pushed back to the last game of the season because of 9/11.
Right.
Because they missed 2 weeks.
I wish
Who's
I
the
could go
greatest
back.
athlete?
I
So
wish
I've
I
got
could go back
2.
into time and go to that game and grab Tom Grassi and Papa Grassi and introduce them to Adam and tell Papa Grassi one day your son will be wearing a women's French maid dress and doing a live stream with this man, this sick man right here.
Well,
And
more
then
than
just walk
that,
away.
you also have to consider that he also wore a lotion dispenser shampoo.
Yes.
He wore that too. You have to say that.
Somebody
as well.
made a super cut of all of our punishments. And I watched. It was like 20 minutes long, and it's great. Hold on, let me find it.
It's like
name.
Makai
Look at that.
Wilson, right? Did he-
Tree. No, it was
Right. December 2001. Oh, so I was 11-5, if that makes you feel any better.
Well, that'll knock 2 years off the sentence. Mr. Automatic is his name. He made a super cut of us. Tree, greatest athlete you ever saw.
I have 2 of them. One's hockey, one's football. Hockey for me, Jaromir Jagr. I wish I could say Mario Lemieux, but he retired before I actually saw him in person. And then I wasn't able to really see him play as a player because he kept getting injured, unfortunately. So Jaromir Jagr would be the guy. Dude was an absolute legend in the late 90s before he got traded. The other one, Troy Polamalu. That man was a gift, especially playing as just his raw athleticism, his ability to read and blitz off the side. That man was a generational talent, and I miss him, especially as a Steeler and as a man too. He's a great human being as well. So those would be my 2 picks.
And his hair. His hair
Yes,
was
the hair too. The hair.
now.
I forgot I saw Peyton Manning when he was with the Colts on my birthday at the Broncos game.
And he
Let the
torched you.
Broncos play decent in the first half. Maybe I think they had a small lead. And then I have never seen somebody just pick them apart so viciously. I was like, my buddy spent a lot of money for the tickets for my birthday present. And that was the game I walked away going, I think Peyton Manning's the best quarterback I've ever watched play. Just seeing him do it in person for the first time so methodically, I'm like, holy hell.
I think
So
the first time you go to an NFL game, like you really have no idea how far and how deep they throw the ball. Like
Yeah.
on TV, like it looks great, but like you just when you see it in person, you're like, oh my gosh, these guys.
The field is enormous. Like
Yes.
like for them to go 5, like they'll run. I remember first going and like they ran, and I was like, oh wow, he picked up like 15 yards. Nope, it was only 5. Because like it's like he's running forever, and like that's what it looks like. You don't know the scope and scale of it until you're actually there.
Yeah, like you
And I
go
was
to a
just-
baseball game, like you can expect, like it doesn't
Yeah.
wow you that, because if you played baseball, like the scale doesn't. The two things that blow your mind is football game, how far they throw it, and in hockey, how fast they're skating. Like you'll never be able to comprehend how, like those guys are going 30 miles an hour on the ice, and you're just like, what? Why are these guys going so fast? My two best athletes that I got to saw, and because I'm so old, I got to see Wayne Gretzky, the great one, play hockey as a New York Ranger, and they lost 5-1. Like the game was over in the first period. Like Wayne Gretzky scored a goal, and then they proceeded to give up 5. And then I got to see Michael Jordan play basketball as a Wizard. So it doesn't kind of doesn't. I didn't get to see peak Jordan on the Bulls, but I did see Michael Jordan play basketball, which was amazing. I saw Brett Favre as well and Michael Strahan both on the same day with an 11-year-old Tom Grossi by my side. I was grooming him at the time. What? Now he's wearing a French maid outfit. And
nice.
yeah, so I'm seeing some great ones in the chat here. Oh, some guy saw Barry Bonds play, either pre or post steroid, but it's really hard to top Michael Jordan and Wayne Gretzky, the respected GOATs in both of their sports.
You know who I got to see as a child? I used to go to a lot of Yankees games, like when in the old. I still haven't been to New Yankee Stadium, but like I used to go to
It's
old
not
ones
that
because
crazy.
it was like cheap. And I used to play MLB 99 all the time on my PlayStation, and so Tino Martinez was like amazing in that game. So I saw him hit a home run. I was very happy about that.
Tino Martinez was a solid player.
I love Tino Martinez.
You never seen Sidney Crosby play, Tree?
I have. I'm thinking more of my past, but
You
like,
consider Yager better than Sidney Crosby?
Prime Yager was a special player. Don't forget that.
Yager
But
is
I mean,
What
if you're
about-
thinking modern, it'd probably be like Crosby, Malkin, Stahl.
Peter Forsberg.
Yes.
Forsberg wouldn't be too bad. Letang. Like those guys, I consider them active. So like that's how we were thinking like
Joe
past athletes.
Sakic.
No,
I saw
I'm just saying best of all time. All right, there's a game tonight. Thursday Night Football.
the guy who answers the Corona
What,
hotline.
who's winning the game tonight, Tree?
Oh, I know exactly who's winning. It is the Stellars. Stellar football. We're going to Super Bowl.
Can you sing Renegade for us?
No. Maybe later. But now, no. I gotta save some shit, baby.
Finally found me.
All right.
I'm fearing for my life because people keep doing stuff. I hate it.
Let's go around the horn and get a prediction for tonight's game. I forget what the line is.
I'm just gonna put
Probably the
right
grooming
here.
thing, and then we.
Oh, I got some weird money. Hold on.
Ooh.
Somebody gave me Mendoza Zodenerm gave me 250 somethings.
Pesos?
I think it's $10. Or those Mexican
Buy
pesos?
a jawbreaker at the candy store.
What is that type of currency?
CRC? Syrah.
No. It's like it looks like a P, but with
It
lines.
might be pesos. Could be pesos.
It's 250 of them. So
Could be Mexican pesos.
yeah. I like lots of money. It's like rice. Like when you're hungry and you want to eat 1,000 of something, you eat rice.
Actually,
and
it
if
looks like they're saying Philippines.
you get here we go. This thing, what is that?
Could be
Are those
Philippine.
pesos?
Philippine. It's saying Filipino pesos, I think.
Oh, thank you, my Filipino brethren.
Look like a chef.
I look like a chef.
You do kind of look like a chef.
He does leave every time to go cook for his family, so maybe he is.
Perna can
All you
attest
need
to
is
my
like
chefing.
the arm of tattoos, like the wall, and then you'd be perfect.
Brandon,
Adam
can I
could-
cook?
Cooked me some beef short ribs that were so good that my wife and I remade them
Yes.
on our own after he left with his secret family recipe.
Very secret.
The secret ingredient is love.
Yes, it is. And
That's
love.
what he told me when I was 11.
Yes. All right.
You're weird.
Kid.
Brandon, who's winning tonight?
Man, Vikings. Vikings are gonna win.
No, Dalvin Cook's playing tonight too. That guy like just dislocated his shoulder, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm playing."
You've never seen Karate Kid?
You're on my
Mr.
bad list.
Miyagi came into the locker room and did this magic and he said, send the floor. And then he
it feels like the Steelers should win. Like they have a little
They
bit of
will
momentum
win because the
Vikings are coming off an embarrassing
We've
loss.
been over this.
Justin Jefferson's going to have 250 receiving yards.
My thing is, I'm going with the Vikings because of the short turnaround and Ben Roethlisberger's age. Like, he's going to be so loaded up on the T train that he's barely going to be able to throw balls. So I would just say Vikings by a touchdown, and I'm always wrong.
Good. That means the Steelers are winning and going to the Super Bowl. I know.
Thomas.
Steelers.
Yes. Steelers
Oh,
going
we
to
got a
Super
little-
Bowl.
It's out of pure
50-50.
spite. It's out of pure spite. I truly don't care what happens to either of these teams afterwards, but tonight I need the Steelers to actually win.
Okay.
Steelers winning by 50.
By 50?
Actually,
Miyagi
probably by
was a
like
Packers
20.
fan.
I'll do
Mr.
20.
Mirage.
20. Fine.
Does Mike Zimmer get fired if the Vikings lose?
God, I hope
until
not.
the end of the season.
You think they're going to hold out to the end of the season?
They
He
will
becomes the head
because-
coach of the Chicago Bears, and Matt Nagy becomes the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings.
That would be a perfect scenario. That would give you. Mhm.
Supreme.
All day.
Oh, I've got to
Alright,
give
we-
all of us Supreme Wood.
We made it till 6 o'clock.
Yeah, time for the
Time for
countdown.
the
The super
countdown.
chat punishment
It's
countdown.
Scooter, we have no idea what Scooter's count is, so I guess
$1 million?
Adam, like,
I think we should punish him for not being here. For one, no, he
He has a
got a
legitimate.
valid reason, but let's do the countdown. Somebody.
Are we going to
Anybody?
do the countdown?
Gruzy boozy.
Bird, I love you so much. I was gonna hit the same thing.
These nails keep breaking on me.
Mind meld. We had a mind meld.
19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 4. I'm in this French maid skirt, it's what you've been waiting for.
Damn,
Now I'm gonna
Kinda.
go and I'm gonna steam the floor.
You
And
would.
you're gonna look at my skirt and go, oh my god, you
Roly poly.
Cobwebs up there.
You gotta be careful about that.
Dust.
You might get
I'd,
people.
I'd
offended
knock
by
the
that.
dust off of that. All right, I got a last minute fiver from Alex Aurora. Jake from State Farm going to lead the Giants to the Super Bowl, which
No,
brings my total to $66.97.
I wish I had 66.
Thank you all
I wish
for
I had-
super chatting me, the biggest loser.
No,
Last
you're the winner. Dude.
Yes.
You're the winner.
minute. Brandon, your count.
I got
I'm frosty as hell.
$222.18.
not gonna lose.
And I am
You might
going
be.
to buy so many new tech decks. Thank you guys for noticing the tech decks in the comments.
Oh, trees gonna lose.
My kid has a
He's
million
gonna
of those.
lose.
You're not special.
Shut up.
I only got $117.76. There, I read it. Tree loses. But then again, wait, Tree, what is it though? Because Scooter got what? He got at
You
least
got a
100.
hundo. I
You got a hundo, but I don't think it was
because
that
of
big.
Inject Chicken. That's why.
Did
Yeah.
you get the 300 from Inject?
Oh, I got more than that. I think I got
Oh.
like 400.
All right, let's
782
drum roll.
65.
All right, I think your punishment is you have to stream the game tonight.
Ugh.
And make
Oh
even more
no,
money.
he's got to watch his football team.
It's
But
Oh,
we should make him
no.
wear something. How about we
No.
make him wear?
punishment enough. Stop.
He should
You
wear his
gotta-
Antonio Brown jersey during the whole thing.
Oh no!
No,
No,
not the
No?
AB jersey.
That's
Come on.
Maybe-
You gotta paint your nipples purple.
I think they already are in purple.
Yeah. I just got to go on the cold for like 20 minutes. They'll be purple.
Oh God! All right. Oh, tree for a schoolgirl.
What?
Hmm.
We gotta think of something for Tree.
No, Lord. No. I'm just going to.
Tree
stop
has to
right
dress
here.
up as his girlfriend.
Oh,
during-
Maybe I think Tree would be perfect to recreate the Drip Bayless photo.
Yes. Tree has to recreate the Drip Bayless photo.
Where's Drip at?
Drip
Let me bring in
Bayless.
Drip.
Okay, yeah. Find it.
So part of this punishment requires that you have a poster of yourself made.
What?
Yes, that is true. That is very, very true.
Oh, this is perfect because this actually costs some money here. There. Oh, yeah.
What the?
So you
Here's
need
another one. Hold on. Have
the
y'all seen
poster
this?
of yourself behind you, the black tee that's tight, the necklace, the belt, the pants. He's trying to show off his shoes. I don't care about what shoes you have on.
Yeah, you just get some Nikes, but look, you can go with that too. I like the dinner jacket look, but here you go. Super tight shirt. So for you, that would be like a medium, and black jeans, and then a poster of yourself behind. You got it. And tennis shoes.
Oh Lord.
You should use a screenshot from the Applebee's thing as the poster.
Are we understood, Tree? Are we understood?
Unfortunately, I am.
We
But we
are
will give
understood.
you have time to do it because making the poster, we know that takes some work. You got some time.
Get done in a day and a half at Staples.
Sure.
All right, what do we got? What do we got coming up this week? Scooter, what do you got? I've got the NFL predictions video, and I'm just here so I won't get fined. Chat.
Let's see, what am I doing? I think I might be done until Sunday.
What?
Enjoy your
What?
vacation.
You can sleep when you're dead.
Well, I got
Brandon.
Grassi Perna show in the morning. I got a video I'm shooting tomorrow, but it's not going to be done for a week or two. And I might have Brandon Marshall joining me for my live stream of the Broncos game.
Oh.
Linebacker Brandon Marshall. Former
Oh.
Bronco.
Oh, I thought you meant like
I
the
thought you were
real-
gonna
the
get-
wide receiver Brandon Marshall.
Thought you were getting an argument
Sorry.
with him about contracts. Tom, have you talked to Kurt since he's been elevated?
Yes, I'm probably going to be doing an episode with him tomorrow, actually.
Hell yeah.
Right before he
Thank you.
gets activated, which he needs to be activated then 2 more games to get his pension. So hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm going to do that tomorrow. Tonight I am going to be streaming the game as well. So Tree, I'll come say hi.
So he's gonna go
Uh,
spit in Jordan Love's face, basically, and just.
Cough, cough. So yeah. And then GPS tomorrow, Q&A, all that great stuff.
Tree, anything coming out?
Well, apparently I am streaming tonight, and I'm also working on a vid on the Tampa Bay Rays. So I'm hoping to have that out this weekend.
Sexy.
And I've got a video, and I've talked about this all week, coming out on kneeling. When to kneel. It's
During the national
fascinating
anthem.
math.
No.
Yeah.
Football team. Why every NFL team should start kneeling during the national anthem, Adam?
No, it's not that kneeling. It's kneeling to
I only know one kneeling. and
Lead
it
out the
ruins
clock.
football. It ruins football.
Yeah, you still
Yep.
watch.
Mhm.
5, your 28-3 video popped up on my recommended. I watched it again this morning. That was a really well done video.
Every time when sometimes I feel really bad, I'll rewatch the game tying montage set to the that gladiator music, and like it's really good.
Yeah.
And my favorite part after that is Arthur Blank and his I guess his wife on the sidelines, nearly in tears.
Yep. And
That's-
she's just like looking up at him, and he's
Oh,
like,
she's like, "Why did you bring me down here?"
They're like this. It's like, are you
Mhm.
kidding me?
Yeah, and she's looking at him like, "Oh my God, honey, we're gonna lose. How could you do this?" All right, we've made it to the end of the show.
Thank God.
Scooter's not here. He'll be back next week, hopefully. And thank you all for coming out. I can't speak English. And Steelers are not going to the Super Bowl.
We are going to the Super Bowl. You know
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Don't deny
He's
it.
nailed
You keep